everyone, so this week I'm doing something really exciting. I'm trying HelloFresh for the first time. Today is Monday and it was just delivered, so we're going to be doing Monday to Friday this week. We've picked out 5 different meals and there's going to be 5 servings because we have 5 people in the house. So I'm really excited to try HelloFresh. I've been wanting to try it for so long. I'm really wanting to make an effort to have something different for dinner every night, have them kind of be more healthy options, and just encourage me to go out of my comfort zone with trying different foods. Luna's just having a drink. I'm really excited to see how this goes this week. I'm going to come back later today when I'm making my first meal of the week. It has been a few hours since I last checked in with you guys and I'm about to start cooking the first dinner of the week. I'm just going through the recipes to choose from right now. I think I've decided for our first dinner tonight, I'm going to cook the crumbed tofu salad. I don't think I've ever tried tofu before, but I'm really excited. So we're gonna go with that one. I'm a very visual person, so I really love how each menu has a picture of what it's gonna look like, so you know what to expect. And then it has all of the ingredients that you're gonna need shown on the side here, which I find so helpful. I love a good picture. And then on the back is the actual steps on how to cook the meal. On the front page in the top right corner there's a number, so this one is number 30. All of the ingredients and stuff came in these brown paper bags and each bag has a number on it, so I think you're meant to match the number of the brown bags to the number on the menu. I'm going to start off by making the salad. Guys, I'm really sorry. I don't know why my camera's not focusing. I've actually never done any cooking with spring onions, so I actually don't know if you're meant to keep those bits that I just chopped off. But yeah, I'm just going to, maybe I'll chop that off as well. I actually love the smell of spring onions. I'm now just going to cut up all the tofu into bite-sized pizzas. I'm now going to start, I don't know what you call this, battering the tofu. So we've got flour, egg, and then the breadcrumbs and seeds on the end. Covering the tofu in flour, then in egg, then finally breadcrumbs. I've just finished crumbing all of the tofu. Hi everyone, today is Tuesday, so it's day 2 of HelloFresh. I've just come back from work, so I'm cooking dinner a little bit later tonight. I've gone for this recipe because I think it's gonna be the fastest and the easiest. Smoky mushroom and chorizo pesto pasta, so I'm really excited to try this. I don't think I got a chance to say last night that the tofu dish that we had for Monday night was actually really good. Everyone in my house doesn't really like tofu. We've never really eaten it before, it's not something that's usually in our house, but everybody really liked it and said that they were really surprised, and it got rated a 10 out of 10 from everyone in the house. So I'm really excited to try the pasta tonight and see what everyone thinks of that. I'm just putting timer on for 12 minutes. Just added the chorizo. So today is Wednesday, so it is our 3rd day of trying HelloFresh. Last night we had the mushroom pasta dish and everyone loved it. Everyone had really positive things to say about it. We all agreed that it wasn't better or worse than the tofu salad the night before, so everyone like just loved them equally as much. They were both like very different. Like one was a bit of like a lighter meal and the other, the pasta, was like a bit more of a heavier meal, and nobody's plate was left empty. I think like the only thing I probably would have changed was I probably would have put less chorizo in it, just because it was a little bit too much for me. Like there was the same amount of chorizo as there was pasta. Maybe that was just my dish, but I guess you can customize the meals however you want, but I would have just put in less chorizo. Tonight, I've decided to cook the herby chicken and almond crumbed sprinkle. So this is another salad dish. I'm really excited about this one. It's with sesame seed, sesame pumpkin and beetroot salad. So I'm really excited about that. I really cannot pick right now which meal has been my favorite so far. They've all been like equally as good. One thing I've been loving with the HelloFresh is when I worked yesterday, obviously we had a late dinner yesterday because I was working during the day before I made it, was that like I wasn't stressed when I came home about what I was going to be cooking and like if we were going to have all the ingredients. Like I knew 100% like everything I would need would be there, and like I had step-in-step instructions. As like somebody who's not like I feel like you can't be bad at cooking. I'm not bad at cooking, but like sometimes it just overwhelms me. This has been so helpful to have like step-by-step instructions to like encourage you to try different things and like really expand your palette. So I've been really loving that at the moment. Another thing that I've been finding so great about like HelloFresh, this whole system, is these bags that they've been coming in. They're like labeled, and then on whatever dish you choose, like in the top corner here, there's a number, and then you just find the bags in the fridge that have that number on there, and then that is what you use to make the specific meal you've chosen. That has been so helpful. I actually really love that. Anyway, I'm gonna get started now and I can't wait to try this next meal. So I've actually never cooked with beetroot before, so I'm a little bit like unsure what to do. So the instructions basically say cut the beetroot into like chunks. And I just peeled it. There was no instructions on if I should peel it or not, but I peeled it because I don't know if you're meant to leave the skin on beetroot. I don't know, I didn't really want it on there. Got the chicken tendons in this bowl. So this is our dinner for night 3. It is now Thursday, so it's day 4 of doing HelloFresh for dinner. A quick little review of last night's dinner, which was the chicken beetroot salad. I personally did not like it that much. I didn't hate it. All the instructions were easy to follow and all that blah blah. It wasn't like anything to do with HelloFresh, but I just personally don't like those kind of meals. I don't know, I don't really eat that much meat in general. I don't really like the taste of meat, like the chicken we had last night. Like there just was no flavor for me personally. Like I just didn't like it, but my parents really liked that dish, but I just personally didn't like it, and I probably wouldn't get that dish again. But it was like interesting to learn how to cook new things. Like last night's dish was something I'd never cooked before, like any of those types of ingredients and stuff, so it was cool to learn like how to cook something with like beetroot. But for tonight, I'm going to be cooking the golden chicken and creamy pepper sauce. It's chicken again. I wish I mixed it up a little bit more. We're doing chicken again tomorrow night. I wish I gave more variety. I've just peeled the sweet potato and now I'm going to cut it into chunks. Okay, I think by that final one, I finally got the hang of it. That was really, really hard. Today is Friday and it is day 5 and the final day of doing HelloFresh. Last night for dinner we had the chicken with the light sweet potato mashed. Everyone in the family liked that one. The sauce was definitely my favorite part of the whole meal. For dinner tonight we're having the brown butter chicken and white bean puree with garlic greens. Just rinsed and drained the beans. Now I'm going to chop the chicken. I did find this really hard when I had to do this last night, and I don't think it's going to get any easier for me today. I just don't understand how people do this like without fucking chopping your finger off, because this is so hard. Okay, that went better than it did last night. I don't think I can put off the onions any longer, so I'm going to cut the onions now. So we've just finished our dinner and I've just popped up to my room just to give a final overview and review of what I thought of HelloFresh this week. So just a quick recap, we did 5 days of HelloFresh with 5 meals a day for 5 adults, and honestly for someone like me who still lives at home, I found it really great to learn how to cook more of a variety of meals and learn what you can do with different kinds of foods, and having it all ready in bags prepared so you know you've 100% got all the ingredients you're going to need for what you're going to cook was really great. I'm also really working on my health and fitness, so when you select the category of meals you want, selecting calorie smart or protein rich or things like that was really helpful this week for me to help me with my health and fitness journey at the moment. So I definitely felt a lot healthier. All the meals were really filling. All of us felt full and not hungry after we'd all finished our plates. Some of the meals weren't my favorite, but I think 2 of them weren't my favorite, but that was just because I don't like sometimes those kinds of foods. But I think it was really great to get out of my comfort zone, and I tried a lot of things I'd never tried before, and I did really surprise myself. I think my parents liked it so much that they've actually decided to do HelloFresh again next week, so my mum's ordered another batch, so I think we're going to continue doing that for a little while, maybe once a month or every second week, and see how that goes for us. But yeah, we all really enjoyed it, not just me as the cook, but the whole family as eating it as well. Everyone really enjoyed it, so I'm pleasantly surprised with how the week went with HelloFresh, and I think I'd rate the overall experience about an 8 out of 10, including the cooking process, how it was packaged, delivered, and also how the food tasted. Just because I'm a bit of a picky eater and I didn't like a few little things in some of the meals, is that why I'd give it an 8 out of 10. But I'm really excited for next week to try completely different things. But I hope you all enjoyed this video, and if anyone decides to try HelloFresh, let me know how you go.